Today I'm going to bring you a shortlist of 100 of the best Wonderkids on Football Manager 2024. It ranges from players who are superstars in real life like Jude Bellingham to players that no one's really heard of, 15 years of age, Mikey Moore at Tottenham Hotspur. These players are absolutely outrageous. They're going to be perfect for your saves, and there's players here for pretty much every single level as well. So let's get right into it and look through the 100 players now and have also simmed 10 years into the future to show you exactly what they look like on my save. Obviously, a lot of these players have dynamic potential in 10 years. What's going on there, guys? Kenby here, and welcome back to the channel. Just a very quick plug. We are doing a FM24 Newcastle beta save. Make sure to head down there and watch that one. It is an absolute banger. But after this, because you guys need to see these unbelievable Wonderkids. Now, we're going to sort this whole list here. We're going to go through position by position and show you guys some of the absolutely outrageous Wonderkids that are on the game. Now, I have found these Wonderkids from some videos on YouTube. Another shortlist that I've seen as well. So I've compiled everything together to make Kempy's top 100 Wonderkids. And looking at the goalkeepers, we've got Lucas Chevalier, 21 years old, from Lille, looks absolutely fantastic. James Trafford, who we all know about at Burnley, and the guy that's been the new Toulouse keeper, almost like a bit like an Alban Lafont kind of vibe with Guillaume Restes, looks absolutely fantastic and is 18 years of age. You can pick him up for just 3.6 million. Now, bear in mind this potential on the side. We are Manchester United, the biggest club in the world. So, of course, the potential isn't going to be 5-star on every single player, but it's good to see, them players are all at a very high potential. Looking at right backs, a value of £256 million is Rico Lewis. Ridiculous right back from Manchester City. Them stats at 18 years of age are absolutely mind-boggling. He looks unbelievable. In 10 years' time, he's going to look great. Even Fraser Dirt, last year's Wonderkid right back, now at Sporting. Michael Coyote, fantastic right back from Fiorentina. Looks absolutely brilliant this year. Aaron Hickey, the Scottish left wing back from Brentford, looks absolutely brilliant. And you've got Nathan Patterson from Everton, again looking absolutely fantastic. If you guys want to take a slower look at their sort of stats, pause it. We're going for 100 players. It's going to take me a long enough time if I look in depth at every single player. Juro Hato from Ajax is an unreal centre half. Stefan Bajetic, the centre back / CDM for Liverpool, again looks absolutely brilliant. Usmane Diomande from Sporting CP. Giorgio Scalvini, last year's superstar from Atalanta. Antonio Silva looks unbelievable this year from Benfica, but I've got to say, Scalvini does look better. You can just, the green lights up the eyes. What a centre-half. Levi Colville from Chelsea, a bit pricey of 140 million, but my God, is that deserved. And Josko Gvardiol, the brand new Manchester City centre-half, looks simply ridiculous. And Piero Hencapi from Bayer Leverkusen as well. I mean, just some of these stats on these Wonderkids are stupid. Now, I've seen a lot of players so far that a lot of people will know about. There's not been many players so far that you won't know about. Someone that you might know about is Patrick Dorgu. This guy is a Danish left-back with 4.5-star potential for Manchester United. That shows how good this guy is. At Salento in real life, looks absolutely fantastic. Lewis Hall at Newcastle, on loan from Chelsea, but it's going to be a permanent deal. Looks fantastic. 20 determination. What a dream that is. Valentin Barco, the Argentinian ginger left-back, looks fantastic. 16 flair, 16 vision, 16 natural fitness, looking absolutely brilliant. Alejandro Balde, I think you guys might know who this guy is, looks absolutely class. Destiny Udogie, another one you should know he is from Spurs, looks very good, value of £70 million. Nuno Mendes looks great from PSG, £150 million, and the rest we've already seen. Checking out the DMs, we've got Archie Gray from Leeds, 5-star potential, 17 years of age, been absolutely bossing the championship so far this season, looks fantastic. Warren Zaire-Emery, now getting game time for PSG in real life, again looks fantastic. 16 determination, and them stats for a 17-year-old are absolutely ridiculous. Sin Stefan Bajetic, still in Lewis Hall. Romeo Lavia, newly signed for Chelsea, value of £53 million, 16 teamwork, 16 work rate, 16 determination, 19 years of age. And this guy, Alex Scott, I don't know if anyone ever signed him last year. I know I didn't. That's obviously an absolute lie. Everyone signed Alex Scott. He looks fantastic. Eddie Camavinga looks absolutely brilliant on this game, of course. Ryan Gravenberch, a value of 300 million is a little bit wild. Obviously, he had a bit of a poor season last year at Bayern Munich. now at Liverpool, interested to see what he does at Liverpool. That value is astronomical, however. Nico Ravella looks fantastic, Italian central midfielder. Very, very good stats on him. And Moises Caicedo at Chelsea looks brilliant as well. Some fantastic stats across the board. Let's go into the central midfielders now and just see if there's anyone new in here. A lot of players in central midfield. I'm starting off with 16-year-old Kennedy Paez. This guy, I believe, can play all across the wings as well. He can indeed. Joined Chelsea in real life and looks absolutely fantastic, does Kennedy Paez. So certainly one to keep an eye out for. And then Ethan Nwaneri as well, as an Arsenal youngster who made his debut, I believe, last year at the age of 15. This guy is an absolute talent and again looks fantastic. 5-star potential. Noah Darvic, 16 years old, German cam from Barcelona. 17 flair, looks fantastic. Asan Wadrago, everyone knows about him from last year as well. Only a value of £10 million. Go and pick him up. He's an absolute bargain. We've got Paul Vanner in here. Last year, this guy was an absolute mainstay in a lot of people's team. Value of just 900k. His potential was certainly dropped. And I don't know if it's the dynamic potential I've got on him, but it's only 3.5 star this year. So interesting to see the drop off from Paul Vanner. Jobe Bellingham, the better Bellingham. No, not the better Bellingham. That's not cap. Fantastic English central midfielder. Looks absolutely outrageous, and obviously in real life he's been playing some games at striker as well, so he's starting to learn that role and looks very, very good. How many people are going to be doing rebuilds with Jobe and Jude together? I know I certainly will be. Joao Veloso looks like an unbelievable midfielder from Benfica and real life. Again, potential wise, I'm sure that's dynamic because this guy is a top talent in real life. Looks great. Desire Dewey, again, one of last year's absolute studs. Stefan Bajetic, again, we've seen him. Joao Neves, another ridiculous midfielder from Benfica, and probably the one I was thinking of mainly. Them stats as an 18-year-old just aren't fair, are they? I mean, what even are they? He might be the best wonder kid on this year's game. Gavi is already an absolute superstar at 18 years of age. We all know who Gavi is. Saying the fact that he's 18 and got 21 caps for Spain blows my mind. Gavi, fair play to you. Oscar Gluck, the Israeli cam, looks absolutely fantastic from RB Salzburg. We've got Jude Bellingham. I think he's quite decent as well. Probably the best player in this game. I mean, who doesn't want to use this player on this game? He looks speechless. He looks speechless. He looks that good. He looks like I can't get my words out. Jude Bellingham, everyone. Javi Guerrera from Valencia looks fantastic. We've got Florian Wirtz. I mean, he's an absolute stud as well. We've got Xavi Simons. I mean, he's quite good. It looks just simply ridiculous. Harvey Elliott last year was wild. This year he looks pretty wild as well. Looks fantastic. Martin Bacciarina was a fantastic cheap option signing. Looks exactly the same this year as well from Dynamo. Just 9.2 million. You can get your hands on one of the best midfielders on the game. Cesar Casadi on loan from Chelsea looks great. Pedri, again, pretty decent midfielder. Absolutely outrageous. Eddie Camavinga. Pape Mateta Sarr looks great this year. Had a fantastic upgrade from his sort of stats last year, which is great to see because he's been killing it in the Prem this year. Luka Sukic is again another bit of a cheap, absolute wonder kid from Salzburg. Just £19 million, and you get one of the best wonder kids on the game. And Lazar Smartovic is the last, more of a central attacking midfielder. Again, absolutely outrageous. What a player. Heading over to right wing, we've got Lamine Yamal. I mean, how is this guy allowed on FM? He is simply ridiculous. 19 flair, 16 determination, 16 technique, 16 agility. And how old is he? He's simply just turned 16 on the 13th of July. So as you actually load up the save, he's 15 years of age. Do you know how outrageous that is, that this guy is as good as he is on FM? He's quite literally 15 when you make the save. He has played like 11 games for Barcelona already. Going to be the best player in the world, hands down, putting it on it now. We're going to see him 10 years in the future. He's going to be 26 years of age, probably even 25 years of age when we look at him. And that's 10 years into the future. That's FM34. Absolutely ridiculous. Lamine Yamal, what a player. Rooney Bargi, player of last year. Potential not quite as high this year, just 17 years of age. Again, an absolute bargain. Maybe it's just a dynamic potential thing. Still looks fantastic. Ben Doak from Liverpool looks very, very good. Arda Güler, fantastic player from last year. Now obviously at Real Madrid, looks absolutely fantastic. I think he'll start with that injury, which is a bit of a shame, but you'll get there eventually. Angelo is now at Chelsea on loan at Strasbourg. Again, one of last year's absolute wonder kids to go out there and sign. Going to be difficult this year, but looks fantastic. Badrin Buonani from OGC Nice looks absolutely brilliant. Jamie Bino Gittins looks absolutely stunning again. Pure pace and pure dribbling. That is what you get with Bino Gittins, and that is what you should expect. But this year, they've certainly increased his stats as well, like sort of technical stats as well. Yasser Bria looks decent from Watford, value of just £10 million, certainly dropped a little bit. Ryan Shirky has got 5-star potential now, looks unbelievable. Superb flair, dribbling and pace as well. Ansu Fati on loan at Brighton from Barcelona, unbelievable player. Great pace, determination, flair, dribbling, off the ball, technique. Ansu Fati looks ridiculous. Yerry Pino looks, again, simply ridiculous on this year's FM. Last year, he was one of my favourite players to sign, and again, this year, I'm sure he will be. Nico Williams from Athletic Bilbao is going to be pretty much impossible to buy because obviously the Basque region thing, but I mean, absolutely outrageous player to go ahead and get. Cole Palmer I've added to this list because I want to see how he progresses. I think he's a fantastic talent in real life, and I think the move from Chelsea to Chelsea is really, really good for him. And Noni Madueke, another Chelsea youngster, looks absolutely brilliant, value of £100 million. Eze Abde is fantastic. Now, Moroccan international, I don't remember that, but he probably was. 16 dribbling, 16 flair, now at Real Betis, looks brilliant. And Michael Elise, a value of just £35 million because of that release clause, is an absolute steal to go and get on your saves as well. Check out the left wing and just see if there's anyone different. There's a guy I spoke about at the start who is actually 15 years of age. Now, Mickey Moore is an absolute baller, all right? He's got a value of £34 million at 15 years of age. But when you just look at Lamine Yamal's stats, the fact that they are effectively the same age, there is a month's difference in these two, and Mickey Moore is that good. Lamine Yamal is that good. It is scary how good he is. But Mickey Moore, again at Spurs, looks absolutely outrageous. Joao Rigo looks good, great determination and flair. Again, might be dynamic, but he doesn't look fantastic on our save. Matthias Tell looks brilliant at Bayern Munich, of course, just 18 years of age. We've got Andrei Shelderup, who is on loan from Benfica, back at his main club. Looks brilliant, was the guy of last year. We've got Samuel Lilling here, who looks fantastic from Juventus. Now, I don't know if I've got awful ball knowledge or if I just do not know who this guy is. I mean, I would like to think I know a lot of players. I played a lot of FM, I played a lot of FIFA, I watch a lot of football. I've got no idea who this guy is, and he looks simply ridiculous as well. So excited to see what he can do. Jamal Musiala, quite a good player. Ridiculous, again, absolutely ridiculous. Bradley Barcola from PSG looks absolutely fantastic this year, obviously newly signed over there. Jeremy Doku, now Manchester City, scary how good he looks, again, just 21 years of age at Manchester City. And Karim Adeyemi, capping off this bit, looks brilliant, some ridiculous pace. And then last off is the strikers, and then we're going to go 10 years into the future. We've got Shaquille Van Persie's son. How old are we? My favourite ever goal is that Van Persie goal. The ball over the top, the volley, the goal, the title, everything. His son is now in the game. Ridiculous. Looks fantastic. We've got Endrick, who we all know is absolutely brilliant from last year. 18 flair. 14 dribbling, 13 finishing, obviously transferring to Real Madrid, looks fantastic. Sky Vink was one of my favourite players again last year at Ajax. I would go on a 10-year rebuild and this guy would be absolutely outrageous last year, so good to see him there again. Junior Krupi is a player I signed for Luton, I think, in a rebuild last year. Looks absolutely fantastic. Rodrigo Ribeiro at Sporting looks brilliant, 18 years of age. We've got, if it wants to move, we've got Vitor Roque, another player from last year, heavily linked with a lot of teams this year, now moving to Barcelona on the 1st of July 24. Looks absolutely fantastic. Yusufa Moukoko slowly dropping, I think, a little Moukoko. His potential is still 5-star, but the hype of Moukoko is slowly dropping. I think it's now been 2 years of him on FM. He hasn't changed too much. Still 5-star potential and looks outrageous. Evan Ferguson, going to be someone that I sign all the time this year. So, if you want to see Evan Ferguson videos, just subscribe to the channel because you're going to see Evan Ferguson a lot. What a player. One of my favourite players in real life. Karim Konate from Spoutsburg. £19 million, 70 determination, unbelievable pace, and 14 finishing. Mohamed Ali Cho looks fantastic. £20 million. Willie Donto from Leeds. Unbelievable pace, dribbling, finishing, determination. Again, simply fantastic. We've got Ben Sesko, again, an unbelievable striker, now at Leipzig after his move from Salzburg. Slovenian striker, looks fantastic. Marcos Leonardo, heavily linked to a lot of teams, looks fantastic again this year. Elia Wahi was heavily linked with Chelsea in the summer, ended up moving to RC Lens, 16 finishing, 16 pace, 20 years of age. He's going to be an absolute demon in the future. And then that is it in terms of the whole list, I believe. I think we've gone through all 100 players in 40 14 minutes. So very impressive. Now it's time to go 10 years into the future and just show you guys a handful of these players and their in-depth stats. I'm probably going to do, obviously the shortlist is going to be announced for you guys to look through, so you can go through. But we'll look at the standout players in 10 years time for this video. Just the one thing you guys could do for me for going 10 years into this future and making this shortlist available for you guys on Sword.si down below. If you can subscribe to the channel and just spread this around and show some love, it helps me out so much, and I'm so thankful for every single one of you that have even clicked on this video. You're absolute legends, and yeah, a massive thank you to you. So there was actually 4 players that I forgot to go through just a second ago, and they were players at Manchester United, starting off with Alejandro Garnacho, who now 10 years into the future is a 4.5-star player. 16 first touch, 16 penalty taken, 16 technique, 16 off the ball, 16 flair, 16 composure, unbelievable pace, unbelievable player. One of my favourite players in real life, as you can imagine. Looks simply outrageous. There's actually 4 Manchester United players that I need to go ahead and show you, and I'm not sure if they're all still here. So Kobbie Mainoo, his career has not quite gone to plan with this one. I mean, he stayed at United, went out on loan a few times. A fantastic young player in real life. He looks very good 10 years in the future, but I reckon this is probably dynamic potential showing its sort of dodgy hand, because this guy is a lights out star in real life. So Kobbie Mainoo on your save is probably going to be absolutely ridiculous. There's a guy called Shea Lacey, which I haven't showed you just yet. He's just 16 years of age at Manchester United, and again, dynamic potential, because he is 5-star potential at the start of a Manchester United save. I've played it myself. He gets very good in just 5 years. This is clearly dynamic potential, just screwing it over. 18 flair, unbelievable dribbling and pace. Shea Lacey is an absolute baller. Of course, brand new striker signing for Manchester United, Rasmus Højlund. Again, not gone quite perfect for him. He's now at Nottingham Forest in our save, but a very good Premier League striker. Played 162 games for Manchester United. I would presume if you play Rasmus Højlund correctly, you can score a goal a game on FM effectively, because he is that good. Great determination, great pace and great finishing. And the last player that is eluding me as I sit here right now, you're probably going to find him on the list and laugh at me because I forgot about him. It's probably really obvious and one of the best players on the game, but he's gone from my head, so I do apologise. Let's get into the actual shortlist then, and sort this by the transfers. And should we look by 5-star ability, shall we, in 10 years time? We've got Vitor Roque, 199 million at Barcelona. He looks quite good, doesn't he? Very good. Unbelievable striker. 50 caps Brazil, 33 goals. Lamine Yamal has turned out as one of the best players in the world. 73 caps for Spain at 26 years of age. I don't even think this is his peak. There's more to come. He's 26 years of age, and look at them stats: 19 agility, 16 pace, 20 flair, 16 first touch, 18 dribbling, 17 vision, 18 off the ball. We're going to go through and see who's won the Ballon d'Or after this as well. Kennedy Payes is the guy that Chelsea have signed in real life, 16 years of age. 5-star current ability, looks simply stupid. Warren Zaire-Emery, still at PSG, one of the best midfielders to ever grace the earth, looks fantastic. Musiala at Barcelona, what a player he looks like. 5-star current ability. Jude Bellingham, 136 caps at Real Madrid, and he's just 30 years of age. Has stayed there his whole career. I mean, you might as well rank all of his stats 20. Have they even gone up that much from the start? I don't even know, because he's so good. And Ousmane Diomande as well from Sporting. Outrageous centre-back now at Barcelona, looks unbelievable. Let's go through then and find some names on here that we maybe not expecting. Paul Vanna had not very good potential at the start of this, now one of the best cams in the world. That right there is dynamic potential at his absolute peak. Looks literally ridiculous. Simply fantastic. Scalvini from last year, now Liverpool, looks fantastic. We've got Noah Darvic, the German cam from Barcelona, still there now. 0 caps for Germany with them stats. What is going on there? He looks outrageous. Might be the German, actually the fact that the German thing's sometimes a bit dodgy on FM anyway. Joao Neves is at Liverpool. Sad, because every single stat is above 10 other than jumping reach, and they're all above 11 other than jumping reach. And he looks like the best midfielder in the world. 91 caps for Portugal for him. Let's just scroll down then to here. We got Endrick, 4-star, looks very good. 24 caps for Brazil, not quite as good as Vitor Roque on our save. Simone Profundi, I don't think we saw in the last bit there. 17 dribbling, 17 first touch, 16 free kick taken, 18 determination, ridiculous acceleration, pace and agility. 43 caps for Italy at 27 years of age. Karim Konate was the cheap one from RB's Salzburg, is now at Real Madrid with them stats. What a striker. He has 107 games for Ivory Coast. Guilherme Restes is the bargain keeper from Nice, I believe. It might not be Nice. It might be someone else. Looks absolutely ridiculous. What a goalkeeper at just 28 years of age. Levi Colville actually turns out very, very good this year, which is great. 62 games for England at 30 years of age. Rooney Bargi perfectly turned out well. Again, potential wasn't that great at the start. Looks ridiculous now. Unbelievable player. Who else have we got as we scroll down this? Xavi Simons, value of £289 million at PSG, 94 caps for Holland. Is probably as good as they see Cruyff at this point. He looks that good. Xavi Simons looking like a baller. Alex Scott, the guy from last year, is very, very well rounded still. 0 caps for England, plays for Aston Villa. Looks like a very, very good midfielder, but didn't reach the heights in this particular save. Junior Krupi looks fantastic, also at Aston Villa. What a team they must have. We've got Evan Ferguson, only 3.5 star at Liverpool. You made the wrong choice, pal. Come to the Arsenal, come to United, you're a 5-star player. Eliasson Ben Shakir, again, I don't think I showed you on the last bit, still at AS Monaco, one of my favourite players in real life as well. Such a talented young central attacking midfielder, great dribbling, composure, flair, vision, agility, looks absolutely fantastic. We've got Mickey Moore, the 15-year-old, still at Spurs, £116 million value. Look at them stats, simply ridiculous from Mickey Moore. Jiro Harto, great centre-half, looking great at Ajax, still at 27 years of age, must be a legend there now. And as we scroll down this list, a few players. Makoko, like I said, maybe not quite reaching the heights, just £38 million at Wolfsburg. We've got Arda Güler, £63 million at Leverkusen. Looks fantastic, but didn't quite live up to it at Real Madrid. Doku is now at West Ham. Looks good still, but didn't quite make it at the Deaf Club. No one likes them. Ethan Nwaneri is at Brighton, 26 years of age. Looks fantastic. He's only 2.5 star player, but my God, does he look absolutely ridiculous. Sky Vink the same. Now at PSV, didn't quite progress, but maybe it was game time. Jamie Bino Gittins, again, hasn't really progressed, but fantastic dribbling, pace and flair. A lot of these players you have to give good game time to. Samuel Illing is now at Burnley. I've no idea who he is. What a player he looks like anyway. Florian Wirtz, I mean, this just shows the potential is wacky. I do not believe Florian Wirtz will get 8 caps for Germany in the next 10 years. He is an unbelievable player. Just have to go game by game. Sometimes these Wonderkids on your saves will be 100 times better than they are on my saves. Shaquille Van Persie, for example. James Trafford, for example, was at Lazio for 1.2 million. Kobe Mainu is 33 million at Huddersfield. I don't believe it. And Pape Matar Sarr, 5.5 million at Vancouver at 30 years of age. You have to take into account dynamic potential, but this is a short list of 100 Wonderkids for you guys to go ahead and save on your saves. Make them the best players in the world and send me some pictures on Twitter as well. There's also a Discord link if you want to talk down there, you can do. Thank you for watching this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Newcastle playlist just down there. I'll speak to you next time.